I'm about to bring a gentleman on stage to kick off this conference for you guys to talk a little bit about Hong Kong and some of the initiatives that are happening over there, and a little bit about our partnership that we've come out with. And so I'm going to invite Herman Lam on stage. He's CEO of Cyberport, just to kind of say hi and talk a little bit about the things that we're putting together there, and also to invite you guys all to come to Hong Kong with us to help us build all the next generation of technologies that the world needs together. So do me a kind favor. First off, welcome yourselves with a big round of applause. I know it's on. And two, welcome in Herman. Right out here, Herman. Hey. It's good to see you, man. Go ahead.
Thank you. All right. So do I sit down?
Yeah.
All right. So first of all, thank you very much for having me here today. My name is Herman. I'm from Hong Kong. I'm the CEO of Cyberport. So really excited to be here. This is my first Wearable World Congress. I've heard so much about this from Reg and the team, and finally we are here today. So it's really exciting.
Yeah. So Herman, just a little bit. So everybody knows that they need to somehow go into Asia to build hardware products, right? Like, why Hong Kong? Like, what are the benefits of going there, and where do you guys look at, what are you providing for startups and entrepreneurs over there?
I think why Hong Kong, first of all, one of the why is definitely in my mind. Cyberport is one of the why. Hong Kong, if some of you may not be familiar with the situation in China. So Hong Kong is actually at the mouth of what we call the Pearl River Delta. And for all of the Pearl River Delta, we have, first of all, it's a very populated area. And the World Factory, the famous World Factory, is actually also at the mouth of the Pearl River Delta. So Hong Kong is next to all these manufacturing sites on one hand. On the other hand, is a very modern city. We have a long tradition of working with the Chinese as well as the Americas and the Western countries. So I think we can be the super connector to connect the great innovations from this part of the world to the markets and also to the manufacturing capability in mainland China. So
you guys have some new initiatives that have just been launched in market. You know, government is different. I guess we always think about it in market. Yeah. Well, like, how is it going to help the community there, and how is it going to help build the Internet of Things?
Right. Yeah. So one of the things that we observe, well, first of all, Cyberport is we are a technology partner, and we are also a big incubator in the region. So we do roll out a lot of programs to try to help either the local industries to develop and also to help companies coming from all over the world to try to land a business in the Pearl River Delta area. So we have incubation programs, we have soft landing programs, and also we have offices in different cities in China, including Shanghai and Guangzhou. And also we do the countrywide exhibitions and tours throughout the year on a very regular basis. And we're also launching funding programs. So I mean, there's a lot of things that I would encourage audience. If you're interested in that part of the world, go look it up, www.cyberport.hk. We have a lot of information for you.
No, like, that's great. I think there's one thing that I want to kind of poke out that's really important for us. I mean, for us, it took us a long time to get into Asia. And if it wasn't until David Chung, who's now the Undersecretary of Technology for Hong Kong, and Leslie showed up into our offices to start like breaking my brain and coaxing me to go over there and see trips. And what I noticed, like, when I went there was that there's a spirit of camaraderie and figuring out how to work together. I mean, everybody has flaws. I mean, what's amazing is that the government was really good about saying, hey, we're going to have problems with all these things, but we're really trying. And so for us, like, we threw in with you guys and with kind of everybody there because we see this as a proper pathway to market for startups into Asia. Landing into Hong Kong and starting from there and branching out to figure out your manufacturing, figuring out your supply chain, figuring out your support, it's a really easy way for a lot of Americans and Europeans to kind of dip their foot in to begin to understand where this is. And we really appreciate the relationship, man. So thank you for that.
Thanks. I think you come up with the name of this U.S. Pan-Asia Wearable IoT Superhighway.
IoT Superhighway, yeah.
I think it's definitely a very important initiative. It all comes down to people when it comes to doing business, right? So China is very big, US is very big, so it's hard for you to try to connect them. But when you put it into perspective, we're now connecting your organization with us, and suddenly you put a face to everything that we do, and I think that just makes everything such more seamlessly.